Hey guys, and welcome to BH Live. My name is Brendon Hansford, and I am a choreographer, director, and now a presenter based here in Dubai. This podcast is literally about interviewing some of the most influential, creative artists, anyone really who's got an amazing story on my podcast here in Dubai or visiting Dubai. And it is filmed live every single week at the Souk Madinat Jumeirah. So you can come down, you can have a drink, you can have some food, and watch me on the screen talking to whichever guest I might have that week. But this week we have Eva Golan. Hello.
Hello, hello.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good. Eva, tell everybody, to that camera right there, what you do, how long you've been in Dubai, and yeah, go for it.
All right. So, hi everyone. I've been in Dubai for about 4.5 years, and I'm a dance fitness instructor. I actually co-founded Dance Body DXB 3 years ago. So we give dance fitness classes for women. I also am an online fitness business coach, and I coach entrepreneurial fitness instructors, fitness coaches, yoga instructors on how to set up their own fitness business online, and teach them where to start, how to get started, and how to stand out from the crowd.
Amazing. So where are you originally from?
I'm originally from Poland.
Yeah.
Which is really funny. Actually, I did a DNA test a few months ago
Okay.
to like really find out where I'm
enlightening.
actually from. But I am 100%
100% Polish. Amazing.
I was hoping for that Latin blood there somehow, like
really?
a few percentages, but no Brazilian
such luck
blood
this
in there. So yes, I'm originally from Poland, and I grew up there, and then I moved to London when I was 18. So yes, like I said, I was one of those who invaded the UK. Quite literally, quite a few millions. Yeah. So my brother was already living there, and I came and was planning to stay for a month.
Yeah.
And that turned to 14 years.
Oh God, that's like what happened with me here.
Yeah.
I was only planning for a month, and now I'm here. I'm a resident. So weird.
And you're like smashing it. You're in like a few months, and you're actually smashing it. Well done.
Wait. So how long have you been in Dubai?
So I've been in Dubai for 4.5 years.
4.5 years. So oh God. So how long were you in London for?
14.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
How did you find that?
I love London. Like London is my second home. My family is there. My friends are there. I love the work ethic that I learned there, which is something that I think is so important, and you notice it when you come to Dubai. You notice how important that kind of work ethic is that you gain there. Yeah. And you know, I love being exposed to all these different cultures and everything. Like in London, I just absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
The downside of it is that, you know, the commute and the weather, and I really was yearning for a change. So the opportunity came for me to come and move to Dubai, and I took it.
And what was that opportunity?
So that was a work opportunity for a tech company, and I'm really grateful that I got it. Like, it's just been such a great journey with them, and you know, doing my businesses alongside of it.
So you're a tech geek as well, then?
I am.
Not just a fitness person, complete
I am.
tech geek.
Yeah,
how long have you been into
that.
kind of the tech world? And is it like designing apps? Is it?
So it's apps, it's desktop applications as well, but it's been like, I think, almost 12 years now. So I've done that in the UK and in the UAE as well. So I love it. Like, I don't know, I love.
And at which point did you want to integrate the two? Because I'm going to talk a little bit more about this in a second. But I know that you're pushing the two together. What made you go ding and decide to?
I think it's just natural. Like, naturally, I sort of started using that for my own business, for the dance business, and it just kind of grew from there. And I started being really hungry for knowledge and learning about the online world and the digital world, and it just kind of came naturally to me since then, like from merging the two, like 2 years ago.
Okay, so tell us more about that.
Okay, so when COVID happened, right, when we went into lockdown for the first time, we already had an idea to go live with our online fitness classes for Dance Body.
So it was already in development.
So it was already in development. Okay. We recorded all our content, and we were like, yes, we're gonna go live, and we'll be like, you know, unique and COVID hit, and then, you know, everyone started going online, which is great. But we actually had pre-recorded content ready, so we went into the studio a few months back, and then we just smashed it. And that's when I started learning everything about the online world, what platforms to use, what works, what are the costs, you know. Actually, like right before I started learning about the platforms, we approached a few web developers for a quote on an online fitness of how to be. We wanted to build our platform. So we were quoted like $30,000-$60,000 just for building our own platform, and we were just like, right, we're not there yet. We don't have that kind of money. No. What are the other solutions out there? And that's the thing, you know, it just started from that. So I learned everything from scratch. And by learning that, I noticed that there's a lot of fitness instructors in the industry, yoga instructors, Pilates, dance instructors, coaches, fitness coaches that don't know also as well. Like they don't know how to start or where to get started.
A lot of them don't want to know. They just want someone to do it for them, right?
Want to do. So that's where I started being interested in helping them to set up their own fitness business online and teach them how to do it. And since then, I invested a lot of time and money in educating myself. So I've been taking courses from other entrepreneurs who are teaching us on like how to actually properly launch a course, because there's a lot of elements that goes into a launching program if you want to do it successfully. So that's the difference. Like you can't just go, oh, here's an online online product, go buy from me, right? That's not how it works. You actually have to go through a proper strategy, and that's what I teach. I teach that strategy. So yeah, I'm really excited about this. Like this is something that I love. I'm passionate about, and I would love to help Dubai-based instructors and instructors all over the world.
Really, it's worldwide,
everywhere.
Right? And is this ready to go? Is this live now? Can someone contact you and be like, help me?
So actually I've opened the doors now to the 10-week program, which is called Online Business Bootcamp for fitness coaches.
Incredible.
And we kick off on the 16th of May. So what it is a solution that takes people from fitness instructors from the procrastination mode, because they either feel like they don't have the time, they don't know how to start, or they feel like they're not tech savvy enough, or maybe they feel like it's expensive, to actually creating it with ease without any of the tech drama, tech dilemmas, and overwhelm. Because there's a lot of them feel overwhelmed. There's just like how much there is to do, because they'll Google it and they're like,
there's
so
much on that.
So I'm here to give them a shortcut, and I'm here to show them like how not to make my mistakes, because obviously we all learn, right? So now I want to show them how not to make those mistakes and how to launch it in a way that can be really successful. And how that works is, to start with, you need to really find your niche, and that's something that I think you know really well about as well, right? Like how to find that
years.
How to really speak to that ideal customer, like who is that customer, how to find them, like what do they need, what do they want, how are you, maybe what kind of transformation can you provide to them. That's what they want. They want that kind of transformation. It's not just about the product that you're offering, the classes. It's so much more, right? It's like touching their daily lives, and how your ideal customer is going to feel after they finish the workout, and maybe that's going to touch base on their broader life. So that's what I preach. And also I talk about the method, like what's your method, right? How do you want to package it in a way that's really unique to you and what you offer. Maybe you have your own method, maybe you have your own way of, maybe you have your own strategy, philosophy, and all that. So
is it kind of like the find your why moment?
Yes, as well. Yeah, that's a big.
Read that book.
That's a big. Yes.
Good one, right?
I mean,
I saw your face, I was like,
massive fan. Simon Sinek as well, massive fan.
It's a good book. It's a good book.
I really hope he's gonna come to Dubai at some point. If you're listening, Simon,
come on the podcast.
Come on a podcast. This is
I feel like I might have a co-host for that day.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, right.
We're like.
Please.
So yeah, I mean, this is so important, because that's what's going to drive you, right? And it's going to drive you so much, because otherwise, if you don't know your why, you're not going to feel.
Well, my favorite quote at the moment is, "Don't get motivated, get driven."
I love that.
Yeah, because they always say, like Gary Vee spouts this a lot, that motivation will get you so far. But motivation goes up and down, whether you like it or not.
Exactly.
If you've got a drive and you've got a goal, you've got a why, it will keep you motivated. When you're knackered and you want to sleep, and
Yeah, exactly.
Like
and it's so like, whenever like I feel people, they're like, oh, I have an idea, I want to do my business, but I don't know what it is. Then I always, there's like this method that I ask them to do, which is
Ooh, interesting.
First thing is actually talk about, like, I want them to outline their passions. So like write down 10, 15 passions and then circle the top 5.
Yeah.
And then tell me your values.
Yeah.
What do you value? Like whether that's family time or being independent or traveling or being financially abundant, for example, right? And then I ask them to circle the top 5. And then I ask them about their skills. What skills do you have? What are you good at? What are you good at, Brendon? You know how many good things. You're good at so many things. And that's what this is what you do. You're so amazing and so natural about everything that you do. It's because you're passionate about it. You've got your values and your skills. So the middle, when you meet everything in the middle, you know that middle point when you put them all together, and in the middle, that's your skill set. That's what's going to be driving your. You're going to find your why there.
Yeah. So maybe a difficult question for you. Do you think online classes is going to carry on in the same way it has done through lockdown now that the world is coming back to some normality?
Actually, I do. And there's been a report that was published by Hotline Media a few weeks ago that said that 9 out of 10 people said they will continue doing online workouts even when they feel comfortable going back to work. Yes. Okay. The study was done in America, but you know that it's going to have a ripple effect on everywhere, right? And also, year on year, there's been an increase in searches for short-term workouts by 76%.
Nice.
And also, like health and fitness, for example, industry, the one that I specialize in, the increase in demand for workouts for online courses has increased so much, like since COVID. And I know that this, like, there's a lot of people who ask me that. It's like, do you think it's just a COVID effect? No, it's here to stay. And my advice is jump on that train.
Do you think it's a convenience thing that people obviously didn't think about before COVID, but now they're like, oh my God, this is so easy. And a lot of people have gone from going into the office 5 days a week to now only going in when they need to. Yeah. And actually companies have realized that, wait, we can save a lot of money here. We don't need this space. We've been effectively working from home. Yes. So do you think having it all online is a convenience thing, and people have actually like, wait a minute, this is a great way. Yeah. And actually, if you want to get conspiracy theorists, it's leading us to that virtual reality world in the future where we never leave our room.
It is, and
Ooh, Black Mirror.
I'm not a big fan of that. I'm not a big fan of that. You still have to have, find your balance. But what I also think it is, and we've seen it a lot from like people posting our dance fitness classes.
Got it.
They do it with their family members, for example, at home. So that is actually something that they do together. So even if you have a couple, exactly, and we're cool with that.
Cheeky.
That's fine. But it's like we've seen couples doing it. Like they were, and it's so cool because that actually brings them closer together, and it's something that they can do together. Like there's so many examples. Like it was so much fun, like, from so many countries. And like that's another thing. And it doesn't matter like what age. Sometimes maybe also some people are a bit shy. That's what we found. Like some people don't feel comfortable going to the studio. And that's when they told us, like, we're so happy to have your online fitness classes because it's giving me the confidence
to leave my camera off.
Do it, exactly,
right?
Do it, and then maybe come to the studio at some point soon because I've been practicing at home.
Yeah. So obviously, I know you used to be a dancer, or you had a passion for dance in the past. What do you think? Do you think it's going to have the same effect with dance? Because obviously, coming from primarily a dancer, I used to do fitness modeling as well, so I've kind of been in the fitness world very briefly in the past. Do you think the dance world will take up to it as quick as the fitness world? Because obviously dance is an art form. It's a passion. There's something about doing it with people in the room. Yeah,
I feel like it already has.
Really?
I don't know about you. I'm being targeted with ads all the time.
Really?
And I can see like so many, they're listening big time, right? Oh yes. So it's like I'm being targeted with so many new ads. People just popping up, take my dance classes online, take my dance. There's so many people doing that, and it's great. Like I think it's great. There's nothing wrong about that, and I always believe like healthy competition is really good, and there's enough. I always believe in that. There's enough of abundance for everybody.
Of course.
So it's not like.
And also, it's great because the best rise to the top.
Exactly.
The more there is, the better it makes you look.
Exactly. And I also but also there's enough to go around for everybody, right? I believe in that, and there's tools out there as well that help you do it in a really easy way. Yes. So like like I teach people how to do it, for example, in a group program, but there's also apps like the one that's gonna come very soon, which is called Stream, that I'm also I joined the team and I'm co-founder of, and we're gonna go live very soon with a platform that helps you do everything, go live.
Incredible.
Without worrying about without
so
doing
let's
anything.
say I wanted to create an online business for my dancing.
Yes.
I could go and sign up to this Stream program, and it would literally do everything for me.
You will do everything.
Obviously,
so
I have
all
to film
you
my
gotta
videos,
do,
right?
you need to do your you need to fill in your profile, create an event, and then just share that link with the people that you want to invite to, and that's it. And you
and
can
all the
go
payment
live.
and everything gets
The
dealt
payment
with.
will be taken care of. Your landing page will be taken care of. All the email notifications, the links. Like people just ask you, so
it's
what's
kind
the
of like
link?
Shopify for,
It's like
online classes.
Yes.
Yeah, very cool.
And it's for fitness instructors, it's for chefs, for cooks, for nutritionists, for photographers, for some for exactly. If you want to give a photography lesson,
No, I'm okay.
you can videography, podcasting. Hey, there we go.
There's a nice connection there, and obviously dancing as well.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I could go back online. I haven't taught online since I left the UK.
Really?
Well, because I can teach in person here, so I was like, okay, let me get back into that motion.
Very
for a
soon,
bit.
the UK audience is going to be like, Brendon, we want to take a class.
I'm getting messages every day. When you come back to the UK, when are you going to be teaching again? And I'm like,
I'll be like,
I'll be back in the summer for a few weeks if you want to come and join me. Oh, and I'm running a big dance event at the end of July, August. Just keep an eye out. How much is holding on that? So that's the first time. Exclusive. So what actually got you into fitness?
So what got me into fitness and dancing specifically? I'm a big fan of fitness, but dance is just my life. So I did actually teach some spinning classes in the past, but then I gave that up. I wanted to purely focus on dance fitness. So I've always been, my mom said that I could dance before I could walk. And I was one of those annoying kids who'd be like, Mom, put the volume up on TV. And when we only had 2 music channels, it was MTV and Viva.
Yeah.
That's it.
I remember, don't worry. You're giving your age away now.
Yeah, we are. And that's cool. I mean, I remember those days. It was amazing. So I was like, I was the annoying kid dancing in the living room. And then my mom signed me up for classes. But I'm from a small town, tiny little town. And the opportunities were quite limited. So I did classes, I think starting from 7 years old to 14. And then my teacher unfortunately left. And then I moved to London when I was 18. So I had to earn a living in London, you know. How we know it's not cheap.
Definitely not cheap.
So I actually had to go, get a corporate job.
Yeah.
And I danced on the side as a passion. So I was a student. And then I decided to try a belly dance class, and I fell in love.
Wow.
I fell in love. It was like flying.
Amazing.
And I was pretty good at it. So after a few sessions, actually the girl who was running the school, she asked me if I wanted to be a teacher. So I was like, yeah, okay, fine. So
sounds good.
I did a training and did that. And then I also, after a while, also started teaching Zumba, how crazy Zumba is in London, right?
Oh, yes.
So that's what kind of got me into that. But there's been ups and downs.
Yeah.
There's been ups and
I can
downs.
imagine.
And I remember when I lost my job, 2012, I lost my job. I was given 1 day notice.
Yeah.
I was broke. I just ended a 6-year-long relationship.
Everything
we're actually gonna
caved in.
We're actually gonna get married, and that didn't happen. So everything was just and the only thing that kept me going was actually attending my Zumba instructor's classes. Her name was Maria. She was teaching in Fulham.
Okay.
And that was the only thing that kept me going.
Zumba saved your life.
Yeah, really. Seriously.
There's a hashtag for you.
Yeah.
Zumba saved my life.
Yes, a shout out to Beto,
Hey.
the founder. So and then one day I woke up and I was like, you know what? I want to spread this energy. I want to teach. I love this energy. I want to spread it. And then I signed up for the training. So I did the course. I found the venue, which was a church. Yay!
Of course, rites of passage for every entrepreneur
the
in the
small
world, right?
steps of entrepreneurship right here. And that's it. And actually, I started marketing it, and it really worked. Like I'm in touch with those students from those classes up until now.
Still.
And we had such a great bond. Like I had a beautiful community, and I taught for since then. So I'm up until 2016 when I left. And it was just like the beginning of it. Like I really loved teaching, and then we started. I taught in a studio in Wandsworth, Malacca, which was amazing. And then came to Dubai. Yeah. That's it. Had to leave all of that behind, which was really hard.
Okay.
It was really hard. When you build up a community, you know that, right?
Yeah,
you build a community, and then.
Well, I left in the middle of COVID, so there wasn't much.
Yeah, there we go.
So I wasn't really leaving much behind.
Yeah, fair enough. So yeah, I left. It was hard, but then I moved to Dubai and started teaching pretty much straight away, and then I met Bemi in 2018, and we clicked from the beginning. Amazing. I was looking to do a Beyonce masterclass with someone, and my Afro moves are not my strength. Now I know some moves. Before I was like, no. And now I wanted someone authentic. I wanted to team up with a girl who's got something authentic. And I found Bemi, and it was so funny. Like I found her in a magazine. Yeah. I was like, oh, she looks really cool. I wonder if she dances. And then I found her Instagram, and I was like, "Whoa! Not that she just dances. She dances. Yeah. She's amazing." And that's how we started teaching together, and then Dance Body DXB was born.
Yeah. Say that again. Dance
Body DXB.
Dance Body DXB, and you're on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
And what's special about Dance DXB?
Dance Body DXB. DVD.
What's special about DVD? There you go.
What's special is our community. Okay. The support that the girls give each other, especially to the newbies. Yeah. When they first come in, what it can be like. It can be quite overwhelming for some people. When it's the first time.
I still go to new classes and I feel a bit panicky. I'm like, wait a minute, I do this for a living.
It's like, it's like, oh, shit, I'm out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
And so that's what I love, because they cheer for each other. They they feel each other welcomed, and that's the thing. On our dance floor, there's no space for divas.
Yeah. Nice. And why did you choose to make it an all-female?
There's a big market here for that in Dubai, and some ladies feel more comfortable just being, in a ladies' environment, and the different cultures, different backgrounds. We kind of felt like that's the kind of market that we want to speak to, and that the market was speaking back to us. So that's the thing. Like the number of male dancers here is very, very low. You are going to change that, right?
I've got quite a lot of guys in my class actually. They seem to be going, but a lot of them are in that kind of street dance scene. Yeah. So I found a lot of the guys who can now come to my class, and they even do the girly stuff. It's hilarious. I'm like,
oh yeah.
They're primarily in the street dance scene. But it kind of goes back to what you were saying earlier about niching yourself. Yeah. You're the only studio I know so far that's said women only. Yeah. So you're as far as I know, you're the only ones in Dubai, right?
I think so.
We'd have to double check that.
But I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Niche
yourself. And also like the variety of styles that we offer. I think that's what's great, because we've got Afro vibes, we've got hip hop. Dana's teaching hip hop. She's absolutely amazing. She's such an amazing choreographer. You need to meet her as well.
Okay,
she is. I'll hook you up. She's fantastic. I'll come with her to the class.
Yeah.
And she's amazing. So she does hip hop, and I teach hip hop fitness and Latin, and Dana does heels. So there's like a lot of variety there. So the girls, our customers don't get bored. They always have that variety. So that's another kind of USP that we've got. And and that's why we're super grateful for having loyal customers. And follow us everywhere, which is really amazing. It's like becomes like a cult, right? Where
lots of great leaders around the world created a cult.
Thank you.
So tell us your kind of 6-month goal up to your 5-year goal.
Okay.
What's your plan for the future?
So
dominate the world.
6 months. I would like to help at least 5 new upcoming aspiring fitness entrepreneurs to launch their own online fitness business. Incredible. Through my programs, through working one-on-one, and through a stream, and 6 months goal. I also want to travel. I haven't traveled in a year and a half. I've been in the bubble for like working bubble, in the laptop bubble.
It's funny.
For so long.
I won't say which one, but there's a dating profile, and it asks the question, tell people what your future goals are. I want to travel more, and I literally put ... Maybe I should reconsider this one.
Yeah.
Oh, different timing.
I know. And then the 5-year goal, that's a good one. I would love to be the go-to person for helping aspiring entrepreneurs, fitness entrepreneurs, and giving them the platform
Take their stuff online.
To take their stuff online, to raise their profile through my podcast, through other mediums, maybe YouTube channel, to help them gain a voice and help to get them.
So you want to be known as like the expert that people come to.
Yes, the expert, and also the channel to help them.
Yeah.
Right, help them rise as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also be able to work from anywhere in the world. That would be really cool.
It would be nice, right? Remote working.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the goal.
Yeah.
See, for me, like Dubai is obviously a lot of my work. I have to be there. Like when I'm directing, I have to. If I'm filming, I have to be. If I'm teaching dance, most of the time I have to be there. But that's the great thing about Dubai, right? It's so central. You can jump on a flight to most places within 6 hours.
Exactly.
Other than America. But getting a visa there is a nightmare.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting till I've done those really big jobs to be like, give me a visa.
Exactly.
Please give me a visa. So yeah, this is one of the reasons. And we've got the beach and we've got the sun.
Oh, it's amazing. You know that, right?
Yeah,
like
where do you know what? I had
Where
a tan.
is that tan?
You should see the white bits.
Is that not the white bits?
I've spent 2 weeks editing and I feel like it's fading already. Look, there's the white bits.
That's one thing about a Dubai tan. It fades pretty quickly. You need to keep topping it up every week.
Everyone's saying this. I didn't know this.
Yeah.
I was like, I've got a tan. This will be here for at least 4 weeks.
At least once a week, at least. You need to make time for it. Beach time.
Weekend tomorrow.
There we go.
I'm going to the beach. That's my plan. I'm just going to go and sit on Kite Beach.
Kite Beach, there we go.
And take in the rays. So, what would you say has been the most challenging moment in your life? It can be personal, it can be work. And how did you overcome it?
I think there's been quite a few, but I think the one that I touched base on in 2012 when I lost my job, got out of the, finished the relationship, the relationship finished, and then the relationship
finished me.
And then I was like, kind of looking for, what am I supposed to be doing now?
Yeah.
What is that next move? And kind of trying to find myself. But then actually there's another thing that happened. I went to a yoga class a few years later. It was like 2015, and I went to a yoga class in Putney, and then in the middle of the just changing the poses and the instructor was like, she said something, life is not about finding yourself, it's about creating yourself. And I was like, hang on a minute. No one
said this to me before.
I was like, I did everything happened 3 years ago, and I was like, I did it because I wanted to find myself. And now you're telling me that it's about creating myself.
That's what everyone tells you have to do.
But this is true. Actually, she was right. That really stuck with me, right? So then you kind of create that path for yourself because you're driven by.
Where do you think this has come from? Because obviously, you're kind of from my era-ish. I'm a little bit older, but you get the point. It never used to be about finding yourself. And then suddenly, kind of obviously social media was born, and then now I notice the kind of 24 to 27 age bracket all need to go and find themselves. Where's it come from? It's like a new thing that they need to go and be on their own, they need to find themselves, they need to do all this stuff. And it's like, I'm older. I haven't found myself yet. I will never find myself.
You've got time, guys. You've got time. I do think that that social media has a big impact on that because so many of them see so many young entrepreneurs, millionaires out there, right? They're like 24, 25 years old, and they're millionaires, and they kind of see that glorified version of the 20s, right? When were we in our 20s? We were like playing Snake on Nokia. Okay, maybe not. It wasn't that bad. Maybe it was in the teens. It was in the teens.
I remember Snake.
It was in the teens. But so I don't envy them. And actually, Simon Sinek did a really good. He's got a really good video about that. It's like it's not their fault. It's not of their own. It's like it's that pressure that they've got that was put on them
comparison
because of the social media, the fact that they just don't know the word before that, right?
Yeah.
So it's not their fault. It's just something that they were born into, and they have to be actually helped, like just to kind of be like, just take it easy. It's okay. Like you don't have to have everything figured out by the time you're 25.
So for you, it was the words of that yoga teacher that was the turning point for you.
Yeah.
Like you were trying, and obviously you weren't getting anywhere.
Yeah.
Because I know that feeling. I think everybody in the world knows that feeling of losing a job, being dumped, feeling heartbroken, feeling like the world's about to end. And for you, it was literally that one line.
That was a big one for me. Yeah, that was a big one. I was just like, that's it. Like, this is it. I'm actually creating what I want in my life because that's driven by my decisions.
I like that.
And
I feel like that's a new
hard.
tattoo.
There we go.
Somewhere. Yeah. Stop trying to find yourself, create yourself. Yeah, there's room somewhere, I promise.
You've got the other arm, no,
I'm building the cross. It's going all the way down.
Love it. So it was a big one for me. So simple, but then you're like, you know what? There's actually a lot of truth in it, and then it's driven by the decisions that you make, and sometimes you make them consciously. Sometimes you just make them because you feel like there's something inside of you telling you that this is what you need to do for yourself, and that's what I needed to do for myself. I needed to go on my own path. And there was this drive in me. There is a drive in me to create, to make people happy and bring happiness. For example, for the women that come to our classes. Like, I'm so grateful for the community that we have, and I'm just blessed to do what we do because we love it, right? We love what we do.
Yeah. And what would you say is your biggest attribute, and why do you think that's so important to what you've been doing and how you've been successful and so on?
I think a couple of things here. So the drive, I am very driven, and I do find ways of doing things just purely because of that, like that drive I've got that in me. Like, I need to know, I want to learn how to do this, and maybe that tech geeky side of me helps.
Yay, I love a geek.
And that I think maybe like persistence as well.
Yeah.
Like I don't give up when I have a goal.
Have you seen that meme picture that goes around everywhere with the two guys digging, and there's gold, and one person gives up just before the gold?
Yeah, exactly. So that it keeps me going.
Yeah.
Like getting there, it's almost.
Look at it again.
Close.
It's been 180 days.
Not there yet, but it's been an amazing journey. And
it doesn't sound like you're far off though.
Oh, thanks.
Sounds like it's so close, like you're on the grasp of it, right?
I hope so. I hope so. I think. It comes with a lot of hard work. Like, I actually don't see my friends a lot because I'm prioritizing my work now, and I'm prioritizing growth, and I'm asking my friends to be patient because
how can you include them in your work? Then that way you can see them.
That's true. That's a really good point.
I get to speak to people every week.
Yeah.
And meet new people.
Yeah, that's very
by
good
doing
point.
a job.
Yeah.
It's great. I love it.
That's a very good point. So so I think definitely the drive, persistence, and just that calling. Like you've got that calling. You just that you're meant to do with something with those passions and those skills that you have.
Exactly. All mad geniuses said the same thing. Right?
Yeah.
It's alright, we like being mad geniuses. It's a good thing. We're a genius, that's all that matters.
Sweet, thanks.
So what advice would you give out there to someone who wants to get involved into the fitness world, PT world, or the tech world? What would you say is like the one thing they need to focus on?
So the one thing I would say, it's not too late. That's the thing. There's a lot of people say, there's so many fitness instructors out there, especially like in a place like Dubai, where there's a lot. But then I always say it's not too late, and especially if you know who that person is that you want to help, you want to serve, you want to solve problems for.
Right.
If you know who that person is, it's going to be a different person from a PT who's training next to you, because they've got a different ideal customer in mind, and so niche. It's never too late. Exactly. Niche out and just find that uniqueness in you. What is it that you can do in a unique way? It doesn't mean that it has to be something, oh my God, completely crazy. It just has to be you, right? And so that's what I'd say. Just never. I don't think it's late. You're too late. And if you really want something, like if it's something that you really, really want, try to find a way to do it. Try not to find excuses, right?
Yeah.
You don't if you're going to listen for the excuses, you're going to find them.
Yeah, that little voice in your head you don't actually have to listen to. You can't ignore it.
Exactly. So I'd say it's never too late. And then just, and educate yourself, right? Educate yourself and just put it out there, because there's another woman that I'm super inspired by. Her name is Marie Forleo. And she always says that if you're not sharing your gift, you're depriving people of that gift, right? So if you have a gift, then you should be sharing it. Like if you're not, then you're depriving. And it's like, imagine how many Italian restaurants are here in Dubai. And you know that there's so many good ones, and you want to go to this Italian restaurant because you like this dish, or you're going to order from a Deliveroo, right? Because from another Italian restaurant because you really like this dish. And imagine that like they're all said, oh no, there's already so many Italian restaurants here. We're not going to do it. Or if Beyonce said, for example, there's so many singers already out there, why should I bother? I mean, come on, imagine the world without Beyonce. That would be tragic, right?
She's a bit of a legend, she. That's my goal.
Exactly.
I'll be choreographing for directing. No, I'll be directing for Beyonce. That's the plan in the future.
I love that.
So, tell me about the online fitness trends of 2020. Where's it going? What's the aim? What's the goals? What is everyone doing at the moment? And what do you think is sneaking in?
So the trends are that there's a huge shift and increase in demand for short workouts, for example. So there's been a year-on-year growth in a Google trend search for short fitness workouts. So what that says is that there's a lot of people who are obviously time poor.
I like that. That's good. Time poor.
Time poor.
I feel like I'm time poor.
But they still want to work out, right? Whether that's from the comfort of their own home or work, or if they have that opportunity. So that's one thing. Like if you are doing online workouts, try to do them, to cut them and make them shorter, right? Find the ways how you can deliver your message and deliver your workout in a short way. And there's also been a huge increase in searches for recovery, like post-workout recovery. So that's another thing. Like if you're someone who specializes in this field, then try to incorporate that into your program, for example, right? And also there's actually been an increase for searches in fitness disciplines, like for example surfboarding, because of social distancing. So people are opting for sports that they can do on their own.
Staying the hell away from people.
Exactly. But you know what I saw also why it's like going to the beach is therapeutical. It's like you're going on that water sports, right? It's therapeutical. So people are also looking for that. So for example, if you know some tricks or something like that you want to share with people online on how to do certain, and this is my knowledge about.
I was about to say,
it's coming out. It's coming out here. My knowledge about surfboarding. Then include that as well in your social media content, your program if you've got one. These are the trends that are coming up, and again, a lot of people are going to continue doing online workouts. So jump on that train.
So what's happening on the 11th of May?
On the 11th of May, I'm hosting a couple of free masterclasses where I'm going to share the 3 must-take steps in order to launch a successful online fitness program. And it's an hour workshop. And it's online, and you can sign yourself up for that on evagolan.com/masterclass, and it's for fitness coaches and instructors who really want to learn the first steps that they need to take in order to start their online fitness business, and also mindset shifts that you need to do in order to actually do it in a successful way, because it's that mindset as well that is such a huge part of it. It's like sometimes maybe some of them think that they're not tech savvy enough, or maybe they think that that fitness courses don't make money, but they do. So it's like they
You're a living example.
By 2025 it's estimated that the online course, the worldwide market is going to be worth $325 billion.
So
that's it. That's it. Do you want a piece of that pie? Do you want it just like a tiny slice?
Yeah, just even like half of a percent would be like more than enough money for me.
Yeah. So that's and that's why I'm teaching instructors on like how to jump on that.
Get on the bandwagon, basically.
Yeah, get on the bandwagon.
Okay, so we're touching base on a 10-week program launching in May.
Yeah.
Tell me all about it.
Yeah. So on the 16th of May, I'm kicking off Online Business Bootcamp for fitness coaches, which is a 10-week program that's designed to get fitness coaches from the point of like them procrastinating, putting off their fitness, launching their online course, to actually putting in the work over those 10 weeks and creating it at the end of the 10 weeks so that they're ready to do it. And I'm there to guide them step by step on how to set up the tech side of things, on how to find their niche, on how to find their method, and how to, you know, for example, things like build their sales page or build their lead magnet, which is the opt-in for freebie, right? How to build their database with that, how to make it unique, and what format to choose. So all of these things, and by the end of those 10 weeks, they'll be ready to start promoting their online course. So I want them to know that it can be done, and they can do it by taking the program, and they do it without the overwhelm, because there's a lot of them that feel overwhelmed, and without the tech dilemma.
You said an amazing word there, which I've said a few times, but I think you use different wording. Lead magnet. Explain what that is.
So a lead magnet is a way to grow your audience for free, right? So in order for you to give something back to your audience without charging them, that's what's called a lead magnet. Sometimes it's called an opt-in as well. And typically it can be even like a free ebook or a free PDF or a free video that you can put out on your social media, on your website, in exchange for an email address. And a lot of people think that email is dead, but it's actually, it really is not.
It's not.
It's a huge way of building your audience, and if you stay engaged with them and if you provide them content on a regular basis, they will want to stay on they will want to be subscribed to you and stay on your mailing list. And I'm still subscribed, we probably too, to some of those, you know, the people that we're inspired by.
I love the deals that come through in my email. Like, oh, nice, 50% off IKEA. They need. All
right, I'm talking about serious people.
I'm just messing with
like, like really, you know, people that we want to hear from. So the email is definitely not dead, and so I do recommend having a freebie, whatever it is that you do, just offer something for free, but ask for that email address. Don't just give it away like that. So I also teach that how to set that up.
Very cool.
Using different
So
tools.
do you have any type of like concierge service where someone could just come to you and go, I don't care, I don't want to do it, can you just do it for me, I'll pay you X amount?
It's a good question. I did consider that. I did consider that. But I do want to do that, but that's the thing. I'd probably do it like towards the end of this year. I can do that, but right now my focus is on the course building.
Have you read is it Gary Vee's Jab Jab Punch? That could be your knockout.
What's that?
So you jab them, give them the information, they pay for the small course, and then you go, well, if you don't want to do it and you want me to do it for you, it's going to cost this much.
That's the thing. If you were to work with me on one-to-one, that's definitely going to be a lot more expensive. But at the moment, I'm purely focusing on the group coaching, because it takes quite I want to make sure that I put out proper work and quality work. So right now I'm focusing on the 10-week program. And after that, I'm happy to take on one-to-one clients.
Cool. And remind me of the website again, people need to go to?
EvaGolan.com.
Cool. Do you want to spell it?
Everything is there. E for echo. Shall we do it the British way?
Do it the British way, darling.
W for whiskey. A for alpha. G for golf. For something. I can't remember. We're just gonna have to put
The only reason I said to do it is because your name is spelled E-W-A, but you say Eva. So it sounds like it's a V. So I just wanted to make it clear to the audience that it's E-W-A
E-W-A
when they're looking for you.
Golan.com.
Alright, so These are the fun topics, which we call it the lightning round, but it's not lightning because we always end up talking about it. So first off, who would play you in the movie of your life?
It's a good one. It can be anybody.
It can be anyone, ideally someone famous, so people know who you're talking about.
I would love.
Or who would you like to play?
You know what? I would love Charlize Theron.
Oh God, who's that?
Seriously.
I'm so bad with names. What's she been in?
The South African actress. She was with Will Smith in, it's like Call Me Crazy One More Time. Did you not see that meme? Ah, she's amazing.
Oh, yes. Yeah. No.
Yeah. The blonde actress.
Yeah, I know who you mean.
She's amazing.
Good choice.
Yeah.
See, I said Jason Momoa.
I love
Looks
that.
nothing like me, but it's who I'd want to play me.
And J-Lo, obviously.
J-Lo's. Good choice, good choice.
It's amazing.
And if you had one superpower, what would it be and why?
Superpower, I would say teleportation.
You don't need to get a plane. Just travel the world for free.
I was like, I want to be on the beach, I want to be here.
Yeah, I want to be in Bali.
Here I am. I wanted to come up with something really unique, but I was like, no, actually, you know what? That would be really amazing.
Alright, work hard or play hard?
Work hard, play harder.
Everyone does the same thing. And do you have a mantra? So some sort of message you can leave the audience that you live by?
That's a good one. To pick one, I would say, pause. Let me think.
Pause.
See, I'm not really good at that. But okay, so a mantra would be just follow your. Okay, it's gonna sound so lame.
Follow your heart.
It's gonna sound so lame, but it's true. Like, follow your passion. Like, do things that you feel like light you up
and
bring you joy, and you're gonna be such a much happier person.
Who's the lady on TV that does all the house cleaning stuff? Like, does this bring you joy? And if not, you throw it away. Have you seen this?
No.
I haven't either, but I got told it. My sister said, you've got to watch it.
Yeah?
And literally, she goes through your house and she's like, does this bring you joy? No? Okay,
no, you're right.
And literally, you just throw everything away. There's actually a Family Guy episode based on it, but it's really funny. You've got to watch it.
Okay, I haven't seen it.
Okay, so last thing's asked, is there anything else you would like to talk about while we're here?
Oh,
anything you want to promote? Send it all out there.
I think we've covered quite a lot
today.
We have. We have.
In which case,
Thank
tell the audience
so
how they can get hold of you, whether it be website, email, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok.
Yeah, so I'm most active on Instagram, as 90% of the UAE population is. No one's on Facebook here, as you've noticed, right?
Oh, the Facebook groups, they seem to be quite popular on there.
A few.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. But so Instagram, Eva Golan, I'm most active there. And all my details are on there.
And EWA.
EWA. But it's Eva. Like what?
Eva.
Like forever.
Love it.
And ever. And ever. That one.
Anyway, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
It's been an absolute pleasure having you here. And thank you guys for watching, whether it be on Facebook Live, or you're on my Instagram, or my YouTube, or my podcast, on Spotify. Come and join us next week where I'll be interviewing a brand new guest. So again, thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next one.
Thanks so much, guys.